Hi everyone and welcome to the channel, and today we're going to be learning how to install the latest version of the weekly builds on both Windows and Linux operating systems. This will allow you to venture into the new developments of FreeCAD and get an overview of what's coming up in the future. So I hope you're enjoying these videos. Let's have a look how we will do this. If you like what you see and you want to donate to the channel, then you can do so via Ko-Fi or Ko-Fi at ko-fi.com/MANG0 or via PayPal at paypal.com/paypalme/DarrenBEstone. I also run a Patreon where you can get early access and additional content, and that's at patreon.com/MangoJellySolutions. Links can be found in the channel header, on the About page, or in the descriptions of these videos. If you want to use the weekly builds, then we'll need to use the GitHub page to download them for your desired OS. Now this can be found from the original site, so freecad.org, and we come over to the community tab and go to GitHub. So here we have the source repository for the project, and if we scroll right down to the installing, you'll see the weekly builds page here. If we click on that, we can scroll down and we get the links. So first of all, I'm going to install this for Linux, and then we're going to look at Windows. Within here, you'll find your different app images, and I'm going to go for Linux x86-64 and click on that to download. Once it's downloaded, then we can go ahead and run the application. Once the download has been completed, then we can just open the directory. And in the downloads, we can right click on the app image and go to properties. And in here, you'll have to set some permissions. If we go down, you can see the execute. That needs to be checked. Allow executing file as a program. We have read and write permissions, which is absolutely fine. And we can close that. Now I can double click on the app image, and you'll see it will just run. You'll get a warning that this is the development version, and the program will open ready for use. Let's have a look how we install this on a Windows OS. Now, if we're using a Windows OS, it's in the same page. It's on the github.com/freecad/freecad, and you go to the weekly builds in the installing part. And if we scroll down, we can find the Windows installation down here. Now these come down as a 7-zip file. If we click on that, it will download. And we've got it coming down here. Now one thing that you're going to need if you haven't got 7-zip installed, or the latest version of 7-zip, is the actual 7-zip executable as well. And that can be easily found from the 7-zip.org, and we download the relevant version for our Windows machine. Once it's downloaded, we just install it. Then we can extract the FreeCAD download. Now, once it's downloaded, we can go to our downloads folder, and you'll find the file within here. Now, what you might find is that when we extract it, right click and extract all, and take the default folder, this may cause an error because the file name may be too long, and as you can see, we've got some problems extracting from this 7-zip file. Let's cancel that and cancel. Just going to hit finish, and I'm going to rename this. Right click and rename it. Now, if I extract this again, we may still have some problems. And as you can see, we've got an error that's come up. If this happens, then the best idea is to come over to the 7-zip file manager, and come in here and find in your downloads the actual 7-zip. So the 7-zip archive for FreeCAD. And then use the extract from within the file manager. And we'll hit OK. And as you can see, this is going much further and actually much faster as well to extract that archive. So once it's extracted, you'll see the FC3D directory there. Let's go back to the File Explorer. Open up the FC3D directory. We can have a look in here and have a look inside the bin directory. And within here, if we scroll down, we're looking for the executable. So we can find the FreeCAD.exe within there, and we can double click it, and that will run the program. As you can see, it's running the dev version, and now we have the dev version opened up on Windows. So I hope that's helped you with installing FreeCAD on either Windows or Linux for those weekly builds, so you can have a look to see what's coming up in the future with the developments of FreeCAD. Hope you enjoyed that video, and I hope to see you again soon.
If you like what you see and you want to donate to the channel, then you can do so via Ko-Fi or Ko-fi at ko-fi.com/MANG0 or via PayPal at paypal.com/PayPalMe/DarrenBEstone. I also run a Patreon where you can get early access and additional content, and that's at patreon.com/MangoJellySolutions. Links can be found in the channel header, on the About page, or in the descriptions of these videos. I thank everybody that's donated so far. It really helps to keep the lights on so I can produce more content and also expand the channel. Thank you for liking, commenting and subscribing to these videos, and I hope to see you again in the next one.